We sitting here live. Get it off your chest, Super Bowl edition. Death Row just came off of a tremendous win, four in a row, five total championships, and yeah, Ike. Listen here, man. One hell of a game. Like I said, that was one of the most competitive Super Bowls I've ever seen in this league. High scoring, back and forth. When it looks like y'all was pulling away, Tommy was trying to, you know what I'm saying, do his thing to bring y'all back. And I commend no excuses on battling the way that they did. But Death Row came out victorious again. Man, out of all the Super Bowls, out of all five, my question to you, which one mean the most?
Uh, I say the fourth, the fourth,
Fourth, and I
yeah,
believe.
against the business.
Okay.
The second time, see, the first time, but I want to, kind of shut a lot of people up
Mm.
that had something to say before the season even started. So that's why it meant the most because, we let our, play do the talking instead of, internet, and I ain't do none of that. Me holding up the trophy was more satisfaction than all the talk. So that's why it meant the most, you know what I'm saying? So,
Um, talk about those trophies. You have this thing to where, if I'm not mistaken, you don't have one. That's right.
no trophies,
Not one.
not one.
So out of all five trophies, one of the coaches of Death Row don't have one.
Not one.
Explain why.
They put the work in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel the team, but they out there, they come in, they play as a team. It ain't no me guys. There's a lot of guys we got on our team can play both ways and be good. But they come and they play a role and they buy in. So if I feel like if you're gonna come in and buy in as a team, I do less coaching because I got people that's in front of the class that gonna keep everybody. We hold each other accountable. So if I ain't put the work in like that, I feel like I don't deserve to take the trophy on. It's my team, yes, but I give it to the guys who put the work in and call it, and be me, not a me guy, but a team guy.
Okay.
And they come from teams that they was the star players, but come over here, then they willing to accept a role. So I think that's more important that they buy it as a team. So that's why I feel like I don't, deserve to take no trophy on.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting because honestly, when I sit back and I think about, once again, when you came in, I'll never forget that year out to the power. You pulled me to the side and you told me, you said, "Hey man, I'm coming out here to win championships." He said, "I ain't coming out here for nothing else." Well, like Marquand said in his interview, y'all started from the bottom.
Yeah.
A lot of people, that's coming in now, new in the league, a lot of them think that Death Row been on top like their whole entire time in the league.
Mhm.
It has been the grind.
Yeah.
But I remember you mentioned before that you got the formula from.
Scroll. That's shout out to Scroll. Listen, because and this honestly, and I know people, I don't give fake credit, right?
Mm.
If a person ain't do, I'm not gonna give you credit if you ain't deserve it. Yeah, I'm not that type of dude. The man, when I was losing, I told him, I said, I win, I don't lose, and I called him and I told him, talk to me, man, tell me. And he just talked football with me constantly about how to move different pieces, how to honestly that people don't know behind the scene, and he gave me like the formula to build the build it on team concept, and don't just because this guy tell you he played this, you put him what you feel he played.
Mhm.
The guy, I play running back, I play no, you wherever you see fit, you put them athletes on he gave me the formula to build Death Row, and I'm telling him like, and I give him all. That's why I was scared to coach against him. We have got into it like my second year, third year, because I know if you telling me the game, I know you know boy. So,
Absolutely.
but I went and I apologized, but I got much respect for Straw. Like that's why I got the utmost. Like I take my hats off to him because he literally my first year coming in, he actually let me call him and have conversations for hours. Every week I play, I call Straw. What you think? He'll talk to me.
Wow.
And most people won't do that, especially rocking that's great with another team that actually talk to another person about how to win in this league.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I give major shout out to Stroh.
Yeah,
I've been in this league
yeah.
since I started.
Good dude, man.
Honestly, yeah,
Because he could have been like, no, I'm gonna keep this to myself. No, he was like, no, if I want to listen, then I call this man almost every morning to have a conversation with him about how to win in this league.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's that when I say commendable, that goes unsaid.
Yeah, he shoots straight too. Listen to me. He ain't scared to tell me about myself. Listen, he ain't scared to tell me about myself. That's the good part about it. I got too much respect. He would tell me that he a person that'll hold me accountable. If we see it. So that's why I got much respect for Stroh always.
No, hands down. So I'm not looking forward into the future.
Mhm.
I know we said on the interview at the Super Bowl, you're gonna be right back in the same spot.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. You said ask me the question again.
Yeah.
So now, continuing this conversation, you said out there to the Super Bowl that you was gonna be right back in the same spot again. Ring ceremony gonna be again,
Absolutely.
and you're gonna be interviewing right here in this spot again.
Absolutely. If God
If God is with it, absolutely.
we will be back in the state.
So that means that you would have 6 Super Bowls and 5 in a row.
Yeah, Thanos.
You would then be, you would be, definitely would be an historic team as they already,
Mhm.
but you would have done something that no team has done. 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel to even think that that's even possible?
I'm not gonna lie, it's talent in this league. See, people think that it's work. It's people out here can play. Like it's teams out here that that really can play. That it's not as easy as it looks. So it's a grind. It's a long grind. But I believe in my team because we got the cohesiveness with amongst our players,
Mhm.
and I just believe in my team that we hold each other accountable for everything. And I just think by us keep having another year to keep playing with each other, that we'll be able to overcome any obstacles like through the season. But it's some hard teams, tough teams in here that we got much respect for. But hopefully we'll be able to bring it home again this year. I mean, we're gonna bring home, but it's gonna be hard. Well, I respect every team out there.
All right. Well, look, we're going to see. 2026 season is right around the corner. And I'm waiting to see, because once again, I'm waiting to see somebody make history, or I'm waiting to see if somebody going to snatch this crown from this team and actually knock off Death Row. But now we come to the segment that we all love. It's called Get It Off Your Chest. That's the name of this podcast. And this segment is real because it gives the person who I'm interviewing the opportunity to say and express whatever they want to express. At this point, there's some things that have been said in this league about Death Row.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the first one. Paying players.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say that the league could never be a fair league because Death Row pays players. What is your answer to the people who are asking this question?
I don't think the money grabbed the trophy and run it. You got to win the trophy still. They still humans, you know what I'm saying? And the NFL got paid people, however they want to put it, but you got to beat them. See, money is why they win the championships. You get what I'm saying? So, but I respect everybody's opinion, but playing players, and you got to get the formula and play your players if that's how you feel to win. You get me? But our team, we come together as a team. We not saying we paying players. We just going to keep winning Super Bowls and let everybody else figure out what we doing over here.
Okay. That's a fair answer. This is Nationals.
Yeah.
Nationals has become a big thing. We've been going to Nationals years. Back in the days when there was 305 All-Stars. This was long before any named team was going to Nationals. But some people feel that even abroad, that South Florida has the best talent.
Absolutely.
But we can never come together.
Yeah.
There are some people out there believe that right now that Ike, Bradshaw,
The gatekeeper, so that happened. Let's
yeah.
keep it G. Let's keep, but it
And what do you have to say? Well, like, what do you have to say to?
I'm gonna say this, right? That's a great question, and it is sad that we can't come together. And I'm saying that too because we got great talent in this league for sure. But it's a lot of people. Um, it ain't all individual just that I don't match well with. Meaning, um, you can't. I don't care what you think, right? If I play here. I'm a grown man, and I take whatever I want to do to take my talent somewhere. Then cool. But at the end of the day, if you came to me and you sat down instead of talking around each other and had a conversation. Now, Joe, let me clear that with Joe. Joe did. Joe did. He did came to me. Joe, I see. I don't dislike Joe.
Mhm.
I actually like Joe. I respect Joe as a man.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like what he put around him. That I'm not too fond of. And that's me being honest. Not that I got a real problem with him. I
Mhm.
just don't further that deal with him
Mhm.
because we could have had a conversation, meaning a phone call. Hey, listen, instead of putting it out on the media, why don't we do old school and hit me back door and we would have had a talk.
Mhm.
If that would have happened, things would have been different. But since somebody goes, they running their mouth, then I ain't got nothing to say to you. Then I don't want to be on the same sideline. I don't. It's you already done crossed the line. So if I see you over there, Joe, you cool. But
Mhm.
if I see that you with the situation,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna cut the whole situation off and be like, yo, since you over that side, then you stay on your side. You know what I'm saying? But should we could have came together? Of course,
Mhm.
a phone call.
Yeah.
It was so simple as a phone call. But I get up to social media. I don't have social media. You get what I'm saying? I get up to doing LeBron James segments on me on what I said, and like, oh, what? Like, what? Like they telling my story for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Telling me I don't talk to you like that. So how you know about my story?
Mhm.
How you know you didn't have a conversation with me to even say a lot of stuff that was said. If you'd had a conversation with me and I would have said it out of my mouth, then okay, we can go from there. But I wasn't going to come and defend myself for what? You get what I'm saying? I wasn't going to defend myself. So I was like, hey, people going to think what they want to think. But, one day, hopefully, that a lot of the because I don't dislike the business. I just dislike certain, I mean, not dislike, that's a word.
Yeah, for
But I
sure.
just don't want to fool with certain people that run the business. The business is a great team,
For
a
sure.
great organization. I got much respect for the business.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just certain people that's in the front of the class that I think need to be in the back of the class. 'Cause they got a lot to say. So until that happened, then I ain't gonna talk to you. I told you I'll sit down and have a conversation with you this year. Then we'll see where the national go. But certain people, like Jordan said, if Isaiah put it there, he don't want nothing to do with it.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Mhm.
And certain people there, I don't want nothing to do with it. Absolutely.
Well, look, um, I wanted to make this platform, you know what I'm saying, to get those questions out there because people wanted to know. I would say this: that year that we went up to national, the year before last, the team came together, not completely, but with most of the league, with Jeff being the leader. And it accomplished something that no team has never accomplished before.
Mhm.
I'm hoping and praying that that team with some added pieces can come together because I feel like all of us together, there's no way we're not bringing that trophy home. But with that being said, like you said, it has to be something that's on the table.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm willing to sit down with you and talk. I feel like we should like the egos aside, bro. We grown men, and I should a lot of stuff I could do different too. Sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me, and I feel like I ain't got nothing to say to you. But sometimes as men, we gotta kind of put petty stuff to the side and have conversations. So that goes. I hold myself accountable. But certain people, that it ain't gonna be fixed.
Mhm.
Meaning, I can't walk with you. I can't be phony. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But if we can come together with the league and try to get this together, man, and really put the petty stuff aside, then I think that we can make big things happen for sure.
Okay. Well, now look, you heard it here first. Super Bowl edition. Sitting here with Coach Ike. Look, I congratulate you first of all
Mhm.
on what you have accomplished since you came in the league.
Appreciate it.
I don't care what nobody says. money, no money, people, no
You
people.
pay players, don't just joke. But we play them.
Look at it, man. It's hard to win in this league.
It is.
It's hard. No excuses had to run. The business had to run. Then a couple teams sprinkled in between have won ships, but to do it 4 times in a row.
But you know what? The one person I rooted for, and I ain't say this, that won it. That all right, Vic. I hated. You know what? Vic was such a competitor. I'm not gonna lie. And even that quarterback, people don't give him his flowers. I can give him his flowers. He made big play after big play. Even on me.
Hmm.
And a lot of people forget that. You know, he made big play after big play. And a lot of people, he was the head of the snake. Regardless if he had all the pieces,
Hmm.
he still had to make it work. And they can't say to that, oh, they made the catch. He was the head of the snake. He made big throws after big throws. So it's like, I give him his flowers, but the one person I was kind of happy to see did it, that kind of keep his head down, grind, and that I got most respect for is Martin. You know what I'm saying? When he won it, I ain't feeling no type of way. You know what I'm saying? Not because I felt like he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? He come out there, he gonna compete, whether he got a loaded team, no team, he gonna go out there, he gonna be old school and compete. That's why nobody can really say nothing. That when Marty winning,
Mm.
it's like everybody gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh, like,
yeah.
because everybody respect the man that he is.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
respect. But no excuses was a great team too. So
Oh, absolutely.
I get them their props and pieces. They was great. It was hard to beat, bro.
Absolutely.
Very speedy, freaking Percy, man. They was hard to beat, but
Tough squad.
Yeah.
One of the, like I said, they were the staple.
yeah.
Victor Mahler led teams were the staple.
But I hate Shula and Caleb. I hate London, Shula and Caleb. I do. I hate them two. I hate the most. But they oh my God, they give, especially Shula too. He give me headaches, bro.
Yeah.
But he a competitor, so Kato, they bring it, man.
Every year.
BB, oh my God.
Every year, man. Every year. These them guys, the guys know this. I had a conversation with them when they didn't play together. They always played against each other.
Mhm.
Tommy and Cato.
I hate them too.
And the one year I said, hey, if y'all ever come together,
Oh my God.
y'all will win the.
See, Shelby did me. That was been my Shula, been a thorn in me. Shula, take this year off or something down the road. I'm not playing that though. Kato, y'all take the year off for me. Call Big Brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no headaches this year though.
Hey man, look, I appreciate you stopping by. Most definitely. Super Bowl edition. Hey, who gonna be here next? And Super
Death Row.
Bowl edition.
Death Row. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be here next. Death Row.
Hey, he said Death Row. Hopefully, we gonna see 2026 season, man. I see y'all. Peace.